Hello Libra, and welcome to Sincere Tarot. This is your What Do You Need to Know for May tarot reading, and our energy is, because I'm a Libra too, for those of you that don't know, yes, the Strength card. We are tough, we are persevering, one foot in front of the other. Our spirit is being intuitively guided as well. All right, let's see. What do us Libras need to know for May? Interesting. Wow, oh my gosh. All right, so it's gonna be interesting. We've got a few major arcanas. We've got two major arcanas, three if you include the Strength card. So the energy in the past is the Seven of Wands. Wands represent intuition, creativity, potentially a creative project that you recently started in the past, some sort of creative idea that you're moving forward with. It might be a unique idea, for example. It could be something you have a bit of experience in as well. Our energy this month is coming up as the Empress, so being very strong, including in the feminine power. So it's the feminine Strength card. And also this might have to do kind of with Aries or an Aries energy. But yeah, we're just really, we know ourselves, we know who we are, we know what we stand for, and we don't need to go out and prove anything. We're just being ourselves. What we need to know about is a particular perspective or new way of looking at things with the Page of Swords, or maybe some sort of communication in regards to work or potentially a relationship, because what we need to know about is this Three of Pentacles. Often it represents work, pentacles, money, finances, and if it is to do with work, you're doing an amazing job, by the way. Me too, so. But this can also be a relationship, because the Three Pentacles can sometimes represent the two partners, and the third one is the relationship itself. So we might have a new perspective about work or a relationship or something in that regards. The outcome is is the Fool. So it's like a new start. Sometimes this can represent a child, or just like going in a new direction with some sort of like naive innocence, but still with a good attitude, a clear attitude. There's no baggage, right? And like whatever it is, whether it's work or a relationship, it's being aspected by the Four of Swords. So whatever it is we need to know about, there's been a lot of healing. We're going to continue to heal, rest, recuperation, vitality, our inner strength. Our minds are much more calm. We're able to chill and relax a little bit more and just take it easy. So important, especially after everything that's happened over the past year or so. Now, the thing is, this new start with that Fool, it might actually be because we're just done with like an old way of thinking. Now, these are swords, okay? Which means it's not so much like something physical. It's like it represents more of our mind. So the reason why we're going in a new direction with a new start, with universal trust and hope and a little bit of innocence and leaving the baggage behind, is because we're just done with like an old belief system, negative thoughts, maybe a negative person or a negative situation that just stresses us out. So let's get some clarification cards and see a little bit more what this is all about. All right, interesting. Cool. All right, so trust me, this isn't as bad as it looks. It's one of those things where with that Ten of Swords, yes, it's painful, yes, it's stressful, but look what's aspecting it. Remember, tens are ending and it's being aspected by the universe, okay? So in most decks, it's the world, right? So that means the completion of a particular cycle. So this could be a way of thinking, a way of communicating that is just not worked for us. It's for whatever reason it's caused pain, or maybe it was another person or something that caused that situation, but we're done with it. It's over, and it's definitely over for good with this card aspecting it. So that's propelling us to go in a new area. And guess what? The outcome, the Fool, this new start, this risk that we're taking is being aspected by the Four of Wands, completion, right? And so again, there's this old way that's coming complete. It's like, this is like the final thing that we really needed to learn, to move to the next level, to level up in a particular aspect of our life. And because often this Four of Wands can represent home, sometimes it represents marriage or some sort of, union that's being celebrated. I think it might have something to do with relationships or with home or with family, something like that, that we're really just taking a brand new risk, a brand new approach, and we're leveling up. So I feel like one of the reasons we're needing to heal so much is potentially a lot of things we've kept to ourselves, like our shadow, maybe some secrets, things that we don't just tell everyone. So there might be like a lot of things that we're going through or will go through this month that will kind of heal on our own, but other people might not see it on the surface, okay? Now, the energy in the past, whatever this new creative project was, and this could be a relationship or work or a side project or something like that, just something new that you're trying, it really came from inspired hope, intuition, and you might be really making yourself vulnerable and putting yourself out there in a way, but sometimes we need to make ourselves vulnerable for risks to pay off. So it comes from a good place. It comes from, yeah, our intuition. So I feel like with this Page of Swords, that is the energy around us this month, especially towards the work or the relationship, right? So this is, yeah, moving forward, and again, no baggage. So this is kind of similar to the Fool, which is the outcome. So I feel like, you know, we're leaving a whole lot of like old belief systems, old ways of communicating with people, old ways of thinking behind, and we're really moving forward with a fresh new perspective. I feel like we're going into new territory. Maybe we've kind of thought about this new perspective or this new situation or something like that, but we're really beginning to take the first steps forward in practicing this and communicating in a new way and thinking in a new way. Now, in regards to a relationship, this is being aspected by the Magus, okay? We've got the Magus and the Magician in this deck, which is really cool. That's in the Thoth tarot deck. And we're really, because of our hard work and our skill, we've actually really created a situation where like work or a relationship has that huge potential to go a lot better. I'm just going to do one more aspecting card. Yeah, I think we're just done with the old way of thinking and arguments and old patterns of communication, and that's a good thing, to be honest. We all need to learn and grow and all of that. I think we've all learned and kind of grown in a lot, at least I know recently I have. All right, so let's see, let's get some advice for us Libras for this month. So, you know, there we go. All right, so first advice card, we have got the Queen of Pentacles. So that's just to make sure, like, one, you're getting enough food, you're getting enough exercise, you're getting some sunshine, you know, your home is tidy and put together, your schedule's organized, and just you've got everything in order in that way. Oh, and also the Queen of Pentacles is a great manifester. So you're very good at like manifesting wealth and just like opportunities in life, health, all of those good things. You're very, very good at getting what you want. All right, second advice card. We have got the Three of Swords. There has been some pain, maybe a betrayal in the recent past that has caused a lot of hurt and stress, and definitely a lot of stress up in your head, right? But the thing is, I know this is easier said than done. We have to let go of the negative thoughts, because difficult things, we all go through pain in life, right? But we don't necessarily have to suffer, okay? So there's pain from the original negative event, okay? But suffering is when we relive it over and over and over and over in our heads, right? And we cause ourselves to suffer more. Everyone's going to do that to a certain degree, but we need to be a little bit aware of it and try to move out of that cycle and try to move beyond that and transcend that pain. Third advice card, we've got the Three of Wands again. We had it right here. So you really want to take like real action steps in this new direction in your life when it comes to creativity or work or relationships or some sort of creative project, okay? Something you've been thinking about for a while. Now's the time to properly start making some forward moving motion and thinking about where you want to see your life in the long run. Again, we've got the World card, which is the same as the Universe card, okay? So yes, we all go through many different cycles in life. We all learn, we all grow, we all gain strength, whether we like it or not. But anyways, you know, so it's not just about moving on and completing this chapter. It's always about celebrating like how far, you know, we've come, and, you know, just to really kind of reflect and think like how much we've improved certain versions of ourselves from the past, you know? So not just to be like, get on to the next, but also to celebrate. Also, you might want to go on a little holiday with this card. If you'd like a private reading, send me an email or check out my website. That's in the description below. I do monthly and mid-monthly readings, so definitely make sure you're subscribed and hit the notification bell. And if this reading resonated with you, then please do comment below. I love reading your comments. All right, have a good month. Bye.